Welcome to the deep dive. You know, there's this quiet shift happening in India, have you noticed? The way families are structured, the old joint family system.
Yeah, it's definitely evolving.
And with that, we're seeing something quite concerning. More older people finding themselves, well, without that expected support.
Exactly. And it's moved beyond just being a social issue or um, a moral one. It's become a legal matter, too.
That's the key point, isn't it? It's not just about doing the right thing.
Not at all. The Indian Constitution actually lays groundwork. You've got the Directive Principles, Article 41 on public assistance in old age, and Article 46 looking after weaker sections. They set a direction.
And specific laws and court decisions have built on that foundation.
They certainly have solidified it.
So our mission here in this deep dive is to kind of cut through the legal jargon for you. We want to help you quickly understand how recent court rulings have really changed the game for senior citizen rights, especially focusing on that big one.
The Maintenance and Welfare of Parents and Senior Citizens Act, 2007. The MWPSC Act.
That's the one. And how courts are interpreting it now, sometimes in ways you might not expect. Okay, so let's start right there with the MWPSC Act. It's the cornerstone, right? What are its fundamental parts? What does it actually require families to do?
Well, at its heart, the Act creates a clear legal duty. Children, and some of their relatives too, have an obligation to provide maintenance for senior citizens. And that's anyone 60 or older.
Maintenance. What exactly does that cover? Is it just financial?
No, it's broader than just cash. The definition includes food, clothing, a place to live, and importantly, medical care. It's about ensuring a basic standard of living, dignity.
Right, dignity. And how does someone actually enforce that if they need help?
The process is meant to be simpler and faster. They set up these special maintenance tribunals.
Ah,
Yeah, designed to be, less expensive and quick. They can order maintenance up to 10,000 rupees a month.
10,000.
And there are deadlines. They're supposed to decide cases within 90 days,
Oh.
or even faster, 60 days, if the person is over 80. It makes getting help much more practical.
That speed is crucial. Now, money is one thing, but property. That's often where things get really emotional, really tangled in families. Does the Act address that?
Oh, absolutely. Section 23 is specifically about that. It's a really important safeguard.
Section 23. Got it. How does it work?
Okay, so imagine a senior citizen transfers their property, maybe gifts their house to a family member. Usually there's an understanding and expectation they'll be cared for in return.
Sure, that makes sense.
But if that care doesn't happen, if they face neglect, Section 23 allows the tribunal to actually declare that property transfer void.
Void, so they can cancel a gift.
Exactly. Cancel it.
Yeah.
It lets the senior citizen get their property back. It basically undoes the deal if the obligation isn't met.
Wow. Okay, that's significant. But this is where things get, as you said, really interesting with recent court decisions, right? The Supreme Court in Urmila Dixit v. Sunil Sharan Dixit in 2025, that seemed to add another layer.
It really did. That ruling was a major clarification. The court said that under Section 23, the tribunal's power isn't just limited to canceling the gift deed.
Okay, what else can they do?
They can also order the eviction of the person who received the property and actively restore possession back to the senior citizen if there's that clear failure to provide care.
So not just canceling the paperwork, but actually getting the person out and giving the house back.
Precisely. It makes the remedy much more practical and effective on the ground.
That's a powerful tool. But then there was another case, Esmala v. District Arbitrator, Madras High Court, also 2025. This one introduced this idea of an implied condition of love and affection. That sounds profound.
It was a real aha moment, I think, a conceptual leap. The court basically said, look, even if a property transfer deed, maybe a settlement deed says it's made out of love and affection, and even if there's no written clause saying you must provide care,
Okay.
the law implies that condition anyway. The very act of transferring property out of love and affection between close family members carries an inherent expectation of future care and maintenance.
So the expectation itself becomes legally recognized, even if it wasn't written down.
Yes. And if that implied condition, that expectation of care, is broken, Section 23(1) can still be used to revoke the transfer.
That's huge. It fundamentally changes how we might view those kinds of family property transfers, doesn't it? It means love and affection isn't just a feeling. It could be seen as carrying a reciprocal obligation.
It adds a whole new layer of protection, potentially catching situations that might have previously fallen through the cracks because nothing was explicitly written down.
Amazing. So, beyond these specific legal tools, are there broader safety nets being put in place too?
Yes, definitely. There's been a very significant policy move recently with healthcare, the Ayushman Bharat PMJAY scheme.
The national health insurance, yes.
Well, it's been expanded. Now it covers all Indian citizens aged 70 and above, regardless of their income.
All of them. Wow.
All of them. Offering 5 lakh rupees per year for cashless hospital treatment. That's a major shift, really, from seeing healthcare as welfare based on need towards seeing it as more of a right and entitlement for that age group.
That provides massive peace of mind. Are there financial incentives as well, like tax breaks?
There are. You have enhanced income tax exemptions for senior citizens, that's 60 to 79, and super senior citizens who are 80 plus. And another helpful one, Section 194P. If you're 75 or older and your only income is pension and bank interest, you might be exempt from actually filing a tax return. Your bank handles the TDS.
Makes things simpler. Now, these central laws and schemes are crucial, but are any states leading the way, perhaps going even further?
Kerala is often pointed to as a pioneer here.
Oh, what are they doing?
They've set up a dedicated state commission for senior citizens, and it has powers similar to a civil court. Plus, they've adopted what they call a zero-tolerance policy for abuse, neglect, and exploitation.
Zero tolerance. That sends a strong message.
It does. It offers a kind of blueprint, maybe, for how other states could institutionalize elder protection more proactively.
And if someone needs help navigating all this, accessing these rights, is legal aid available?
Yes, that's important. NRLC, the National Legal Services Authority, runs a helpline. The number is 1500-100. They offer free legal assistance, ensuring these rights aren't just on paper, but are actually accessible.
Good to know. So pulling all this together,
Yeah.
the act, these powerful court rulings, the expanding schemes, what's the big picture takeaway for you?
I think the main takeaway is that India is building a really robust and, importantly, evolving legal and social framework to protect senior citizens. The NWPSC Act was the foundation, but these judicial interpretations like the implied condition of love and the government schemes, they're adding significant strength and adaptability to it. It's about ensuring dignity.
It really feels like societal values about caring for elders are being actively woven into the legal fabric, which leaves us with a final thought, perhaps. If love and affection and property transfers can now carry an implied, legally enforceable expectation of care, what does that mean for our personal responsibilities within families? How does it shape the future of those relationships? In this changing world, what stands out most to you about this evolution?